जी ठीक है, स्वागत। बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद सभी का। अरुणा तिलक मैडम का भी बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद। ओवर टू पवन शर्मा जी, हम समझते हैं
मैं आप सभी का आज की तृतीय वेबिनार में हार्दिक स्वागत करता हूं। छोटी वेबिनार जरूर है, लेकिन ग्रीन होम की कल्पना बहुत बड़ी चीज। आपने कल हमारे वहां वीडियो में देखा होगा, 1 इंच जगह घर में बची नहीं है कि जहां प्लांट न रखे जा सके। और कमाल की बात, आजकल ये इतना यूट्यूब और गूगल, मैंने बोला ना, जो दिखता है सो बिकता है। ऐसी पब्लिसिटी हुई है ये ऑक्सीजन जनरेटेड प्लांट्स की कि ये औरतें आजकल खुद, जो भी है गार्डनिंग का शौकीन, वो आजकल खुद खरीद के लाते हैं और आराम से अपने घर में लगा लेते हैं। मेरे यहाँ भी कम से कम 10-12 वो ऑक्सीजन जनरेटेड प्लांट्स हैं, जनरेटिंग प्लांट्स हैं। अब मैं नहीं जानता उनमें कितनी ऑक्सीजन निकलती है, कैसे घर शुद्ध होता है। पहले होम से किया जाता था, आज पेड़ से किया जाता है। पहले हम जला के घर को शुद्ध करते थे, धुआं देते थे, लोबान देते थे, जिसमें कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड और कार्बन मोनोऑक्साइड के साथ अच्छी गैसें भी रिलीज होती थी, जिससे शुद्धता भी आए और जिससे हमारा एंटीबैक्टीरियल, एंटी फंगल काम वहां आराम से हो सके। आज की डेट में अकर्मण्यता के कारण, संस्कारों की हीनता के कारण, आदमी ऐसा चाहता है कि वो कुछ ना कुछ ऐसा लगा ले जिससे ऑक्सीजन मिलती रहे। मैं आदरणीय शैकत बसु जी का स्वागत करता हूं। आदरणीय सुतपा मैडम,
सुपर्णा।
सुपर्णा जी, हाँ मेरा दिमाग मेरा ही चला गया था, क्षमा चाहता हूँ। सुपर्णा जी का स्वागत करता हूँ और उनसे ज्यादा समय नष्ट न करते हुए, 37 मिनट लेट हुए हैं, मैं उनसे प्रार्थना करता हूँ कि वो हमें ऑक्सीजन जनरेटिंग प्लांट्स के द्वारा हम ग्रीन होम कैसे बनाए, ये प्लीज हमें गाइड करें। आई वुड लाइक टू वेलकम डॉक्टर शैकत कुमार बसु फॉर हिज गाइडेंस। Sorry, Dr. Vasu, we are 30 minutes late from our due time. Dr. Sekat Kumar Vasu ji, Madam Suparna ji, both are welcome in this webinar. Welcome, 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 madam, welcome. Now, lead is up to you. We are waiting for your guidance.
नमस्ते।
Sorry, मैं आप लोगों को नींद में डिस्टर्ब करता हूँ. Really sorry. Sorry to disturb you. Welcome.
मैं आपको पीपीटी भेजी हूँ, अगर चाहे तो आप शेयर कर सकते हैं।
ये आप चलिए, आप तब तक बोलिए, मैं व्हाट्सएप से ट्रांसफर करके बोल पाऊँ।
मैं शुरू कर दूं?
जी जी।
Okay, the today's topic is green plants and green home and oxy plants. So my topic is eco-conservation, oxygenation and human sustainability, a scientific outlook. So green home is a new concept. Home was not green. Yes, it was green in the earlier stage, more green, but we have destroyed it and now we are regenerating again the home green. We are just conceptualization, develop our conceptualization. It should be the green and we need the green plant for our betterment. So eco-conservation is a new idea and good idea for betterment of life, for healthy well-being, and the greenery effect can develop our day-to-day life, which can have the more potentiality and more oxygenation in our everyday life. So environmental conservation is a practice that paves the way for protecting the environment and natural resources on the individual, especially the organizational as well as the governmental levels. The various core environmental issues are taking a heavy toll on human lives. The ranging from the overpopulation, hydrological issues, ocean depletion, and global warming to deforestation, desertification, then the pollution, all these issues pose a severe threat to the existence of humankind. Unless environmental conservation is becoming an effective mass movement, it is fulfilled, or it is the yes. Thank you very much. I'm in the introduction stage. So, in that case, it is very important for us to.
मैडम आप दो डिवाइस से जुड़े हैं आप?
नहीं, एक ही डिवाइस से।
आप सुतपा जी के नाम से जुड़े हैं? सुतपा के सैमसंग कौन से नाम से जुड़े हैं मैडम?
सुपर्णा सानिया मुखर्जी। मैं
ठीक हो गया, हमने एक
सुपर्णा।
ऑफ कर दिया।
हाँ,
ठीक हो गया, हमने एक ऑफ कर दिया। सुप्ता वाला ऑफ कर दिया, म्यूट कर दिया, ठीक आ गया।
ठीक है,
कंटिन्यू।
प्लीज कंटिन्यू।
Okay, then it is unless the environmental conservation is becoming an effective mass movement, because this mass movement is required for our betterment of livelihood sustenance. At the same time, this mass movement gives us the positive growth, and especially in the age of digital media. Basically, in this digital media, we cannot go further because we are always stuck in our workplace, we are stuck in our home place, we are stuck in our every aspect, since moving, working, in the train, in the bus, everywhere. We are stucking ourselves for the for the digital activities. This digital media is getting very polluted, and it gives us not the eye soothing, it gives us the eye problem, which holds the potential to bring a revolution to save our planet from destruction. What is the potentiality? Because potentiality is the factor where we can develop, we can feel the betterment of our life. So importance of the environmental conservation, importance which you can see to it that to reduce air, water and land pollution, to facilitate the conservation of natural resources for our future generation, for because we are surviving in this generation, we need the future generation who are coming and who would have come, so they have to survive in this world. So we should look after, we should think for them to ensure the protection of biodiversity, to implement sustainable development, to restore the ecological balance, to save our planet from harmful representation and the global warming. Then we can come to the methods of environmental conservation. Methods, what are those methods? First is the forest conservation, because forests have enormous potential. The forest has the enormous potentiality to give us the greenery. So we can get the green home consumption from the forest itself. So we know that plants and trees are very essential for sources of air, food, as well as other day-to-day products we use. The forests are the dwelling place of different living creatures, and a single disturbance in the ecosystem can cause disruption in the water cycle as well as the food chain. Thus, afforestation is amongst the core environmental conservation and aims to plant more trees as well as save the existing ones from cutting down, as trees play a crucial role in maintaining the ecological balance. So we have to maintain the ecological balance because each and every individual, each and every organisms should survive in this beautiful earth, and we have the right to survive in this earth. So first we have to look after it to the forest conservation, because we want that our greenhouse. So forest is our first greenhouse where we survive, and we are surviving, and we would have been surviving. So in this aspect, we can say that the Tagore said, Lahoe, the city life. He was against the city life. He said that हम लोगों का ये शहर नहीं चाहिए, हमको वो जो जंगल जो अरण्य है उसको हमको लौटा दीजिए. So we also want that greenhouse is the small formation of forest development. Then the soil conservation. The soil conservation, the soil with the vegetative cover and soil with the non-vegetative cover. We can see to it that the sunlight and rain, how the soil moisture is developing, and soil moisture is giving the potentiality on the root, the strong root conservation of the soil, of the trees through the soil conservation, and we can develop the vegetables. The soil conservation is also essential for the environmental conservation. As one of the prominent methods for environmental conservation, the need for soil conservation has arisen to tackle the harmful effects of soil pollution on Earth. The soil is the main element that plays a pivotal role in soil erosion, land degradation, and floods. Soil is filled with rich nutrients for plant production. Soil conservation can be carried out by ensuring minimal use of fertilizers and venomous chemicals, as well as the abolishing the disposal of harmful industrial waste in the soil. So soil is the another one portion, another one part of the environmental conservation. Then we can come to the waste management, how we can manage our waste products. Like especially in developing countries and congested places on a daily basis, a large amount of waste is thrown away recklessly on the streets and roads. The improper disposal of waste segregation can lead to various dreadful diseases as well as the soil pollution. So waste management is a very important nowadays, and we should, the way we are getting ourselves, educated, we must know how to control our waste. So there is the pictures is showing that how we can manage this waste products. We should be everyone, we are from the good school of thought, so we should maintain the waste production and waste management. We should maintain the waste management through the proper knowledge and courage. Then the public awareness. Public awareness, with the boom of information technology and the advent of digital media, public awareness pertaining to environmental conservation can potentially yield promising results. If we considered we are the living in the good society, so we should look after the public. There is a dire need to avoid the masses of the consequences of environmental pollution and degradation. Further, every individual should be made conscious of how they are polluting the environment and what steps can be taken to implement environmental conservation, be it through using greener energy sources of following and the recycling and reuse of these materials which we are every day throwing in the nature. So public awareness is one of the most important. Oxygenation and human sustainability, how we can develop the oxygenation. So indoor air pollution is caused by the synthetic building materials, pollutants, viruses, and airborne mold. The lack of proper air circulation also increases indoor air pollution. Then the several wall paintings and rubber and plastic products break down and release harmful toxins in the air. So houseplants can help us improve the indoor air quality by absorbing the harmful toxins from the air via the leaves. They are transmitted to the root where the plant converts them into a food source. So indoor plantation and indoor air quality should matters because we spend most of our time, almost 90% indoors, whether it is in office or it is in cubicles or if it is in comfort zone or it is in home or it is in buses or it is in wherever you will go. We are the human beings are living in a shelter. They prefer to live in a shelter. Shelter, that means the indoor system. This indoor system should be pollution free, and this indoor system should be good health conditions. Then house plants purify. How the house plants purify the indoor air. The idea of air purifying house plants was initiated in 1989. This 1989, the NASA has been the research of NASA has been pointed out that they have focused on the 10 most important plants. These 10 most important plants, the scientists experimented that with the certain plants which has been test the potential to help the clean air. A few of the few toxins like benzene, then the formaldehyde, then carbon monoxide, then ammonia, then trichloroethylene, etc. This formaldehyde comes from the pressed woods products. The wood products, then at the same time wood floorboard, then the adhesives, then the simple household products like paper towels or the facial tissues, etc. Then the ammonia is found in cleaning products and fertilizer. So at the same time, that trichloroethylene is present in homes that are going through the renovation. Then the benzene mostly found in detergents, then glues, furniture. Then the carbon monoxide also commonly found in the fireplace, stoves, etc., etc. So these are the house plants purification for the indoor air is very important, and we should look after this plantation, this house plantation. The 10 top, the house plantation is depending upon 10 top base house plants for air purification. The 10 top base plants like first we can emphasize on the Boston fern. Boston fern is a plant which we can implement it or we can plant it in our house to make the greenhouse. This enrich the air with oxygen. Now, it also removes, formaldehydes, benzene, then carbon monoxide, etc. This purification in the air and making breathing tissues less troublesome. So, if anyone has the breathing problem, they can, if they can implant this Boston fern, so the breathing problem would not be there. The plant is known as the Boston fern. And then we can emphasize the snake plant. Snake plant is also a very oxygenating plant. So specifically the asparagus family. The snake plant also goes by the names of viper boasting hemp. And another way, the snake plant also called the mother-in-law's tongue. Mother-in-law's tongue and the viper's boasting hemp. So this snake plant is they are introducing with the with this matter of importance. The snake plant also effectively removes toxins such as the benzene, then formaldehyde, xylene, then trichloroethylene from the air. It also adds the oxygen. This plant produces most of its oxygen, especially at night. So if we have the breathing problem and if we can suffer from the suffocating, if we can keep the snake plant for the side of our head, so we can get the better oxygenation. Then peace lily. Peace lily is basically means the spoon leaves in Greek mythology, but it is also become a recognized symbol for the resurrection of Jesus Christ, because once the Jesus Christ resurrection was happened, and it's popular during the Easter session. At the same time, the funerals, this peace lily has been offered to them. This lily provides air that is clean and oxygen rich. The plant removes air pollutants like benzene, then trichloroethylene, and this it is commonly found in the offices and homes, etc. And then the acra palm. Acra palm is also a green plant, green oxygenating plant. This plant also produces oxygen, possibly even better than the having something green and pretty to look at the every day. It is a eye soothing plant, and it removes common pollutants. At the same time, this palm goes relatively very quickly, and optimal growing conditions are indirect sunlight and lots of water and fertilizers. So this acre palm is very important for the greenhouse. Then jade plant. Jade plant is also known as the money plant. This money plant, there are several species we can found. The more important money plant is the jade plant. Jade plant removes the pollutants and chemicals from air like xylene, formaldehyde, benzene, and toluene. It also has a high air purification rate. It is toxic to pets and this jade plant is very important. Then we can emphasize on the Jadbar daisy. Jadbar daisy is the pretty as you can see the in the in this picture, you can see the it is very pretty looking. This it's come with the various colors. There are several colors we can find it out. At the same time, purify the air and the toxins like it's also purify the toxins like trichloroethylene, then benzene. And anyone can suffer if you can suffer the sleep apnea. That means you cannot sleep properly. So if you can keep this plant beside you, you will get the proper sleep. Then Chinese evergreens. Chinese evergreens, the common household plant, it is produce a lot of oxygen while purifying the air. It removes the harmful chemicals like formaldehyde, benzene, and other toxins. Then we can come to the pathos. Pathos or pothos. So this is a great option if you need a plant that produces a lot of oxygen. It is the fast, conversion rate, and it is reducing carbon dioxide by 6.5% and increasing oxygen. Pathos is an easy plant for mine, and I ensure that you should get the direct and indirect light from this pathos. Basically, if you can gloomy day, if you can see to the pathos, you will get the brightness, because this have the inner light and which can be glow in the low sunshine. Also, it is also glowing, and it's give you the proper soothing activities, the proper viewing, the eye soothing activities. Then the inhalation, exhalation could be properly. You can inhale with this plant. Then the aloe vera. Aloe vera is also very important. The medicinal properties. With the medicinal properties, it's removes the harmful particles from the air, such as benzene. Then the ethylene, then carbon monoxide, etc. It is called a wonder plant for a reason. It's a wonder plant. That means, in astrological point of view and the ethical point of view, if you can keep this aloe vera in the northeast corner, so there is a good luck will come. So this aloe vera is a very good plant, and it has the medicinal point of view. At the same time, it's give you the purification, the home purification. Then the bamboo palm. Bamboo palm is indoor plant that add color and warmth to the any room in your house. This plant is slightly wider than the other varieties, but you will get this bamboo palm in a bonsai manner, and this bonsai manner you can keep it in your study room, in your bedroom, in your drawing room, and it's look very nice, and you will get the proper oxygenation, you will get the righteousness, you will get the positive energy, everyday positive energy through this plant. So bright filtered sunlight and the moist soil, and so through the watering. To water a bamboo plant, always use filtered water as room temperature. At the same time, if you don't use the AC, so this plant will give you the coolness in the hot, in the summer. At the same time, in the winter, it will absorb the outer spaces heat formation. Then it can keep you the very cool. Then human sustainability in relation with the oxygenating plants. What is the human sustainability? So we have to maintain for the human sustainability the oxygen cycle. But this oxygen cycle, O2 in the atmosphere, how we are getting, atmosphere is getting O2 now, photolysis, photosynthesis, plant respiration. So in this way they are getting. And this carbon dioxide, we know that the trees are absorbing carbon dioxide. So for this animal respiration and the industrial combustion, we are regenerating always the fossil fuels and the fossil decomposition. Those decompositions is also causes for the carbon monoxide, the carbon dioxide, and which is surrounding in the atmosphere. So when the oxygen is needed, but at the same time, oxygenation and greenhouse is also the both parts of the same coin, because without oxygenation we cannot make the green home. So green home is very important for the oxygenation plant, but at the same time we have to remember that the level of oxygen should be proper. That means if it is 16.78% oxygen is maintaining in the air, so if it is raised, that means we can oxygenation is needed, more needed, and we are increasing oxygenation 19%, 20%, then it will be again the your health problem. So this is the level we have to maintain. The how much oxygen we needed, and the green homes should be maintained that oxygen, that part of the oxygenation. At the same time, we have to create our home as an oxygen factory. Oxygen factory, if we can prepare ourselves how to prepare the oxygen factory in the home, so we never ever suffer from any breathing problem. Because plantation, and the same time the top 10 plants, if oxygenation plant, if we can implant in our house, our balcony, our terrace, our bedroom, our dining room, our drawing room, wherever is needed, if we can planted it, and we can make it our house is an oxygen factory. Whenever we can make our house as an oxygen factory, then the sustainability will be developed. This sustainability will give us the proper benefit of our life, and we should be the benefactor of the earth system. So earth is giving us the energy, and we are restoring our energy through the nature, and we should give back the nature the proper regeneration, because whenever we are getting back the regeneration process, and the nature would have protected us, so we should give back some cleanliness in the nature. Then the conclusion, the plants play a crucial role in human sustainability, which we have seen it. They produce oxygen, which is essential for human survival. In fact, an average human being consumes around 740 to 750 liters of oxygen per year. So oxygen plants are capable of producing 100% pure liquid oxygen, which is used in industry and medical facilities. Then the sustainability is a social goal for people to coexist on Earth over a long time. Hence, oxygenating plants are very important for human existence. At the same time, life expectancy with a healthy life sustainability. So if we want to live long, so we should maintain our house is a greenhouse, and we should implant the oxygenating plant. So the cleanliness, oxygenating plant, green home is our the basic objectives and goals to reach to our optimum level. Thank you very much. Thanks a lot.
Thank you very much, madam. Thank you very much. Really, you have guided excellent. Presentation was also excellent, and your oration is superb. No other word can be concluded for that. Thank you, Agnihotri sir.
Thank you, Professor Sharma ji, and a lot of thanks to Madam Sanyal ji. Really, I saw your first slide of a green hand meeting to a normal human hand. That shows itself that how much that greenery and plants are needed to the human hands. Naturally, you covered all the area where the plants can produce us oxygen and also remove the existing so many gases from the environment. Thank you so much. And you have one sentence that green home, oxygen generating plants, these are the two aspects of one coin. So this is what the message is. Thank you so much. Namaskar.
मैं केवल एक क्वेश्चन पूछना चाहता हूँ. मैडम ने 2 मनी प्लांट दिखाए, एक तो जेड प्लांट को मनी प्लांट कहा, और एक जो आखिरी में था पोथो जो शायद मेरे ख्याल से हम लोग नॉर्मल मनी प्लांट लगाते हैं, जो वो पोथो है ना मैडम?
हाँ. In the normal cases, it is also it can there is various varieties are there, and the jet plant is very important because jet plants there are various so many species are there. So in that cases, the jet plant is also important for the money orientation. Not only the money orientation and ethical point of view, the money orientation we can enrich ourselves. But in the here it is the oxygenation and the air purification. And if we can keep it beside the refrigerator, it is also very good for us to give us the positive energy. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much,
मैडम. ऐसा तो नहीं है एक प्लांट मनी को पैदा कराता हो घर में, एक प्लांट मनी को ज्यादा खर्च कराता हो घर से. दोनों
ही पॉजिटिव एनर्जी है.
In a lighter mood. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Now I would like to request Dr. Sakat Kumar Basu ji. Dr. Sakat ji, welcome, dear ocean of the knowledge, welcome. Both of you are ocean of the knowledge, madam. I am extremely sorry that I am troubling you from last 3 days, but definitely if you are not here, that means that these webinars are not completed on these topics. Thank you, madam. Dr. Sakat Basu.
Yes, thank you very much.
First of all, I am grateful to you to introduce Dr. Suparna. Really, I am grateful to you. No excellent means no other word can be communicated. Thanks with regard for introducing Aparna.
Thank you. I'm also very honored that Madam has been doing an excellent presentation on the platform of AYUSH SAMRIDDHI. Very, very proud of her. Thank you very much for providing this platform. Tonight, Professor Mukherjee has already covered very extensively the in-depth details of home gardening or the plants, indoor plants and stuff. I will not repeat any of this part that she has so nicely illustrated, both from the external and internal environment. I'm just going to add one small part before concluding to her excellent presentation, is the aspects of mental health which is associated with this home greening part, that is a global initiative that has been taking place. Initially it was started as a small hobby or a fascination or aesthetical part where interior decoration of rooms were incorporated with having plants, so it looks so beautiful. It adds to a dimension of adding further value to the homes that were sold by the realtors and stuff. But overall, down with many researchers, particularly from the psychological aspects, has been this, that this has a very positive effect on the mood, or it has this a soothing effect on the personality of an individual, particularly where you take initiative in greening of your house. How is this being studied, or how this is being investigated? So like, from time immemorial, even if we look down into our own history and civilization, munis and rishis who has historically lived in deep forest for performing a meditation, or forming a different way of finding truth or finding God, in whichever way we look into the philosophy, that they have devoted a significant part of their life living in seclusion, living in the forest, has actually extended their life expectancy, in the sense that they live in close harmony with nature. This has been not only revealed in case of Hinduism, but also in all other religions, particularly in case of Buddhism too, where we have this, there has been innumerable reports of positive impact of gardening, positive impacts of home greening on people living in environment that are rich with plants. I mean, definitely there has been instances or reports of where people have been choosing some wrong plants, where there are incidences of, depending on what kind of plants that you're selecting from home greening, that some has the ability to release carbon dioxide in the night from the crustaceous acid metabolism that they perform. But other than that, it is mostly safe to have the common plants that we usually use for home greening or for ornamentation of the houses, are not only for home purification, but also having a very positive impact on the mind of the individual sharing that house. It has calming effect, as researchers have found, and also overall pleasing personality syndrome. Like, you will find that people who are associated extensively with gardening as a hobby, or those who are extensively associated with caring for plants in their houses and home, have a much calmer attitude, has a much positive attitude, has a much stronger association with better life, less anxiety and stress has been associated with them. So with all this impact, it has been found that it has a very strong positive impact on the health. Similarly, it has been found that aquariums, like if you now visit most of the Western hospitals, or like any places where that deals with anxiety and stress and stuff, so in the waiting station or in the waiting place where we are waiting before you are meeting your counselor, or you are waiting to see your psychologist or psychiatrist, usually you will find that they usually have a very big aquarium, either freshwater or marine water aquarium, depending on how much money you are putting in the installation and maintenance of this. But as you could see that they have green foliages and fishes are traveling in between the plants, they found that it has a very strong positive impact on the mind of the people. It calms them down, it reduces their stress and anxiety. So it has become a corporate culture, not only in hospitals, but also in big corporate houses, in hotels, in big restaurants. You'd find that there is an ornamentation with plants and aquatic plants adorned, big aquariums, and where we have various beautifully colored fishes moving and thriving in them, and it has a positive impact on the mind of the people, because particularly in reducing anxiety and stress. Our life in this modern time, one of the things that has impacted, we are so much associated with technology, we are so much associated with gadgets. Our life has been privileged, our life has been made easier with so much of electrical and electronic gadgets around us, but at the same time it has taken to a certain extent the peace around our life. Say for example, now Western doctors, psychologists, counselors all suggest that if you are going to bed, try and remove all electronic gadgets around you so that you have a peaceful sleep. because you are by having your mobile phones and other electronic gadgets very close to where you are sleeping, you are creating an electromagnetic field that has the ability to interfere in your sleeping pattern. But by having many of these foliage plants adorned in your house, not only it adds to the aesthetics, not only it adds to the value of the beautification of your house, it also adds value to your proper mental health, because it improves, they have found, the quality of sleep that you are having, the quality of lifestyle that you are having, by reducing your unnecessary stress and anxiety that you are exposed to in our daily life, and also to the peace and serenity of the house in which you are living. Whether it's a rented place, whether it's your own house, whether it's a rented facility or a hotel, motel, wherever you are staying, now it has been a part of the process of interior decoration, where housing plants or in-house plants are being incorporated to add to a better quality of your mental health. Green as a whole is a very positive color. Say, for example, even if we take a refuge like from our daily life and course or the din and bustle of the city, if you are moving into the rural areas or you are traveling into the mountains, what is the thing that impacts the better health of your mind? So why, when we visit Darjeeling as a very common tourist spot, or Shimla, or like Uti in southern India, what, or we visit the Himalayas as a part of the refuge to take away from our daily life, is that greenness, is that open space that we have in front of us, that not only inspire us but also creates a source of happiness in our mind as soon as you see that green. So green being a very positive color, it creates a better ambience in your home, it creates a better anxiety and stress free environment in your home, and at the same time it has the ability to absorb sound, it has the ability to absorb dust particles as well as various other chemicals, as madam has very nicely illustrated, in improving. So what it does, it improves the environment around you and increases your life expectancy. So if now there are a countless number of plants that has been extensive research has been done, and it is also a big industry. People are making big money by selling in-house plants for decorating, whether it's a corporate space or hospitals or your home. These green plants are making, as has been transformed in their nurseries that are producing these plants, have made fortune because they are selling huge number of plants, and the annual turnover of these industries are quite significant. It is not only creating employment, it's also doing a social good by improving the quality of your house. So oxygenation is very important. The more oxygen concentration is better in the environment in which you are living, it also improves the quality of your life. For example, you will see that when we live in city, particularly dense congested ones, if you have too much noise around and you cannot sleep properly, it creates it changes, it shifts the balance of your hormones, and it increases your anxiety, stress and irritability. How many people in the city complain about that, how irritable they have become? Even small quarrels in the house are turning into a big disruption among family members, friends, foes, even in the office, is because of this negative energy, of amount of these toxic gases that we are present as a result of our modern environmental degradation that we have. The same that we see outside, this a part is percolating inside our house and is impacting our mind, it's impacting our brain. So by having this foliage plant, it has a very, very strong impact of positive mental health. I suggest everyone that maybe you are growing or having a little bit of green plants in your house. If you increase the amount of green plants, not only it will add to the aesthetics of your house, but you will see that it has a very positive impact. Look into the literary persons, like people who write various stories, poems, or artists who are producing outstanding pictures, images, landscapes. All these inspirations comes from nature. The more free space that we have, it improves the quality of our life. I had once the opportunity of visiting MIT, Massachusetts Institute of Technology. It's a huge campus, and with colossal large buildings, where outstanding science and research are done. But if you move in between the building, they have huge open space or gardens with pathways to walk around. I was amazed to know that they say that many of their discoveries, many of their innovations, many of the new thoughts that came into their mind is by strolling into those free pathways, by strolling and walking into these open spaces. We need this openness, we need this connection with the nature. If it helps by inspiring you by walking in a nice garden with flowers, trees, and orchards, will it not be nice to have it inside your house? You cannot create a forest inside your house, but with this green foliage, it can generate very much green energy, positive energy. Our Vastu Shastra, whether it is in Hindu system or the Vastu Shastra that is applied in the Western cultures, or the Chinese Vastu Shastra, or the Korean or the Japanese Vastu Shastra, everyone incorporates various species of plant by keeping in their home for generating positive energy to impact on positive mental health. So with this, I conclude my presentation and just incorporating, adding this small part of the mental health that is associated with home greening. And I encourage everyone to try a bit of their home greening and see how significant difference they see in the quality of their life that they are leading by having green plants around us. It will if not anything, we used to know that if you grow money plant in the house, it is beneficial. You are inviting Lakshmi ji into your house because it will add to your income generation. I do not know whether it adds to your income generation, but just by looking the green money plant growing and trailing around your windows or along the verandas or the balconies, it creates a positive energy. It creates happiness inside. It reduces stress and anxiety. What a beautiful way to increase the vitality of your life by looking into some green thing living, growing in and around you, making and enriching your life. Thank you very much. It has been quite late. I conclude, and I once again thank Ayush Samriddhi, Professor Sharma, Professor Agnihotri, and everyone else and all the participants for being making this very successful. And I wish you long-term success in carrying this initiative forward. Thank you.
Thank you, Shekhar ji. Ayush Samriddhi is absolutely incomplete without you. Definitely.
Thank you. It's my pleasure.
So I am now requesting our Gurudev, Professor Lakshmikant Dwivedi ji, for his valuable conclusion. Gurudev Pranam.
मेरे को बोलना है?
आशीर्वाद देना है सर आपको, कंक्लूडिंग आशीर्वाद
शेखर सर को और सभी विद्वानों को आज के इस वेबिनार में साधुवाद। और पिछली 2 वेबिनार में जो चर्चा हुई वो भी सारभूत अच्छी रही। और इतना ही है कि हमको मोरल सही रख करके सही दवा बनाने की तरफ प्रयास करना चाहिए। चाहे वो इंडिविजुअल हम दवा बनाए या कंपनी बनाए, कोई दिक्कत नहीं होती। किंतु अभी जो स्थिति है थोड़ा सा उल्टा हो रहा है कि सब जो कुटीर उद्योग है वो बंद होकर के मल्टीनेशनल की तरह, मॉडर्न ड्रग की तरह आयुर्वेदिक दवा भी आ जाएगी। तो इसको थोड़ा सा विचारना है, क्योंकि आज पसारी के यहाँ से रिटेल में जो पहले 100 ग्राम दवा ले लेते थे वो मिलना मुश्किल हो गया। वैसे भी औषधियाँ कम है और फिर मल्टीनेशनल के लिए जो इतनी एक साथ बनेगी और उस रेशियो में कल्टीवेशन नहीं हो रहा है, ये और भी परेशानी की बात है। इतना ही कह के मैं अपनी वाणी को विराम देता हूँ। धन्यवाद आप सभी को, साधुवाद। थैंक यू।
बहुत बहुत आभार सर, बहुत बहुत आभार। परसों हम लोग पन्ना पे मिलेंगे। कल गोवा लिबरेशन डे है, नंबर 1 बेक डाइव कुकीज दूसरा, और योगराज कुकुलू तीसरा रखा था। तो योगराज कुकुलू पे भी एक स्पीकर पाए हैं, तो आप जैसा आशीर्वाद देंगे कल 3 वेबिनार होंगी। 22 तारीख को मैं 12 बजे यहाँ से चलूंगा, 1 बजे उतरूंगा वहाँ जयपुर में आपके, और फिर क्या कहते हैं वहां से 6 बजे की फ्लाइट पकड़ूंगा। तो या तो आप आशीर्वाद दें तो जयपुर पे बैठ के करूं, और नहीं तो परसों के दिन, मतलब 22 तारीख के दिन